guys like computers, you might want to skip past this video. It might pay you to watch this because this is the story of how I built my first ever gaming PC. Starting with the parts, we got the Ryzen 5 5600, a motherboard that fits my case, we got a RAM, power supply, graphics card, and an SSD. After figuring out how to open the box, I opened the box, and I was greeted with paper, cable ties, zip ties, cables, adapter bit, foam, and the power supply. After getting the power supply out of its silly little condom, I was greeted with the power supply and a wacky little piece of paper that looked important. So I plugged it in and I grounded myself. Next up was the motherboard, B550, this, whatever, fuck it. This was cheap and it was whatever fit my case. After figuring I need 2 hands to get the motherboard out of the box, I got the motherboard out the box, and I was greeted with a sticker.
I got a sticker.
Alongside more cables and more paper. After getting the motherboard out of its shiny little hype beast reflective jacket and tapping the box twice, we did the most unsatisfying peel of my life. That genuinely scared me. And it was on to stabbing the CPU box. We got the CPU out, which is a lot heavier than I thought it would be, because it's, you know, well, fuck it, it's a CPU. Got the cooler out, and we got a cat. And so after lining up the funny little triangles carefully, and then dropping the CPU in carefully, and then pulling down the little lever carefully, cat. Next, I took out the included cooler, which I thought would be quiet enough. It was not quiet enough. I soon figured out the little plastic bits off to the side were to hold the backplate in place. So after taking those 2 out, I screwed in the cooler and uncased the RAM, and then made a very big mistake by opening up the wrong slot, thinking it was the right slot, trying to put it in the wrong slot before realizing it was the wrong slot. And so after 2 very scary clicks, I got my RAM in. Next, I opened up the SSD packaging with all the grace of Donkey Kong with Parkinson's trying to open up the 5th banana of his day on Christmas. Once that ordeal was over, I screwed in the SSD, I peeled the thingy, and ran to our first problem after screwing in the ATX adapter. See, this was an SFX power supply and not SFX case, which means the cables were a bit fucking short, but that's okay, because that dangling there's not going to be any problems. Now for the fun part, we got a 3070, which was bigger than I thought, and also makes my 1060 look like me standing next to my girlfriend's boyfriend. After doing the thing that all tech YouTubers do when they get their new graphics card, I realized I need to take out another PCIe cover, and it was time to plug in the GPU, until I realized the little fins at the back were bent, so I took it out, unbent it, and plugged in my GPU. And so after plugging it in at my girlfriend's house, which is where I was filming, we got lights, but I forgot to plug in the fans correctly. I took the PC back home to do a little peely peel, and turned on the computer for the first time for the second time, where I got more lights, and more spinning. I then looked at the monitor to check if it was posting, looked back at the PC to check if it was posting, and looked back to the monitor and it was posting. Would you fucking look at that. But we had another problem, which was the cable problem. I ordered some new cables, cheapest ones I could find, put them in my case, and they looked, would you look at that? It's all thematic and clean and everything now. Isn't that great? Here's the cables from the back, by the way, and it looks fine. I put some stickers in it, rerouted the GPU cable to make it look tidier, but it didn't feel done. So after getting my girlfriend to buy me the cheapest water cooler I could find, I put it in my case after 2 hours, and hey, that looks pretty good. It looks like a PC that's, well, I mean, it sounds quiet, it looks like it's finished, and it looks pretty fucking good. I'm pretty happy with this. But it didn't feel done. Kirby. Honestly, in the end, I'm really happy with how the PC turned out. Jumping from a system with a Ryzen 5 2500X with 8GB of RAM and a 1060 all the way to a system like this was really a massive leap for me. I think this is going to be serving me fine for a couple of years, which I'm really happy about. Some people might think it's stupid to build around now when new parts are coming out, but at the same time, I don't need that much fucking performance. I don't have the money to throw at that kind of performance, you know? So I'm happy with this, fuck it. The games I play most run a lot better, and it's really fun to see the games that I've played cranked up to high, when usually I'd be running everything on low or medium. CSGO goes anywhere from 200 to 400 frames on high settings, which fuck it, it's high settings, I don't care. GTA 5 is more casual game, runs at around 100 frames per second, maxed out, which I'm happy with, dipping down to around 60 FPS in online. Arkham Knight, once I got it uncapped, hit around 100 to 200 frames per second, depending on the scenarios. I didn't even know you could uncap that game, so it just feels a lot smoother now. And of course, fucking Fortnite. Fortnite feels fine, I don't know, high settings. I'm not gonna play with ray tracing. Fortnite with ray tracing is fun, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the performance loss in a competitive game like Fortnite. Ray tracing in other games though is completely serviceable. I played Control with a negligible loss in FPS with ray tracing on, which I thought was really cool. But the real kicker comes from streaming, because now I've noticed when I'm streaming with this PC, I feel zero performance difference, which I think is really big for me and was really motivating me to stream more. Because my old PC, hey, you want to stream? Nah, gamer stream, pick one. So I'm happy with this, fuck it. And I'm hoping that this will help push me towards making new videos, making content more frequently. Cause like the PC looks good, it runs good, I don't know what there is to complain about. The only real thing is gonna be motivation, but hopefully that solves itself in due time. But overall, no, fuck it, I'm happy with this computer. I hope you guys are happy with the video, and I hope you guys are doing well. Catch you in the next video where I'll be playing video games on my brand new gaming computer. Bye bye!